Kuhn-McCluskey method of generating prime implicants. Basically, this method was found out by Kuhn and later modified by McCluskey. So the name Kuhn-McCluskey. So this consists of two phases. The first phase is all the set of all prime implicants of the function is systematically obtained. Then the set of all irredundant expressions for the function is determined. So from the irredundant expression, the minimal expression is obtained. So in this method, first all the implicants of the complete Boolean function can be generated from the set of minterms by using the expression, basic expression AB plus A bar B is equal to B, because we know that A into, so this can be written as B into A plus A bar, which is equal to B. So if you consider a minterm, there we can consider as A denotes a single variable and B denotes a product of variable. So in order to use this method, first once a function is given, all the minterms are initially placed in a list. So in that list, then we will check for the minterms which differ by one variable such that they can be combined in such a way as AB and A bar B to get the term as B. So this new list B is then placed in the second list. Then we check it whether it is a prime implicant or not. If it is not a prime implicant, then a check mark is being given to it. So this comparison process is continued for all pair of minterms irrespective of check mark, and a new list is prepared. Again for the new list, again this comparison is continued until you obtain the final list. So whichever are not checked will form the prime implicants. For example, consider a function f of wxyz is equal to summation m 1 3 4 5 7 8 15. So the first step is we should write all the minterms for the corresponding decimal value. So once you consider the numbers, write the minterm for all the expression. This is a 4 variable expression. So write all the expressions, all the minterms for the corresponding value. That is, we know that one corresponds to 0001. So this can be written as W bar, X bar, Y bar, Z. So similar way, we know that 3 corresponds to 0011. So this corresponds to W bar, X bar, Y, Z. So this process is continued and all the variables, all the minterms are written. So once you have written all the minterms, next step is you should compare one by one each minterm to see whether it varies in one literal. If it varies in more than one literal, it should not be considered. We should consider only the values for which it varies by one literal. So consider 1 and 3. So when you consider 1 and 3, it is equivalent to W bar, X bar, Y bar, Z and W bar, X bar, Y, Z. So it is varying for one of the literals, that is Y bar. So this will get cancelled. So what is remaining will be W bar, X bar, Z. So we can write the expression first term as W bar, X bar, Z. So in W bar, X bar, Z, if you remove one of the literals in this term, so we can see that it is already there in this first decimal number. So tick mark it to indicate that it is not a prime implicant. So continue this process for all the other variables, that is again compare 1 with 4. So 4 varies in more than one literal, then 1 with 5. So 1 and 5 when you compare, it is varying in only one literal, that is 1 and 5 when you consider W bar, X bar, Y bar, Z, and 5 corresponds to W bar, X, y bar z. So here only one variable is varying. So the final term will be w bar y bar z. So we can write here w bar y bar z. Now we should check whether it corresponds to prime implicant or not. So w bar y bar z means w bar y bar z. So this is not a prime implicant. And similarly, so you have to continue this process, again repeated. So the next term we can see that which you can combine is 3 and 7. So once you combine 3 and 7, it is again varying in one literal. So we get the term w bar y z. So similar way, if you combine each one, we can get the result as w bar x y bar, then the other term will be w bar x z, and then x y z. So now we have to check whether it can be a prime implicant or not. So if you check here, you can see that w bar y bar z. So here also you have w bar y bar z. So that should be tick mark. Then w bar yz. So here you have w bar yz. So this should be tick mark. Then you have w bar xy bar. So here you have. So this should be tick mark. Then you have w bar yz. So this also should be tick mark. Then next term is w xyz. So this also should be tick mark. So once you have finished this step, next step is again continue with the next list. So you can see here the terms which you can combine is, again the only term which you can combine is w bar xz, x bar z, and w bar xz. So when you combine those two, what you obtain will be w bar z. So now we have to check again whether we can mark it or not. So w bar z is already here, so give a tick mark. Here also you have w bar z, give a tick mark. So wherever you have w bar z, give a tick mark. So all other terms which doesn't have a tick mark will correspond to prime implicants. So the prime implicants will be w bar z, then w bar xy bar, xyz, and w x bar y bar z bar. So these are the prime implicants. We are considering a variable. 0 is used to represent a complemented variable, and a 1 is used to represent an uncomplemented variable, and a dash represents absence of a variable. So if you consider a function f which has 5 variables v, w, x, y, z, then we can represent w bar y as, so here v is absent, so that can be represented by a dash. W is represented as w bar, so represented by 0 as it is complemented. X is missing, so again a dash, and y, you have y itself, so a uncomplemented variable, and then again dash. So this is how we represent it. So here 0 represents the literal w bar and 1 represents the literal y. So now if you are applying the basic formula ab plus a bar b, we can combine two literals. So considering a term v w bar y bar and v w bar y bar, v w y bar, v w y bar. So when we combine these two, when we combine these two, so you can see here that only one variable is changing, that is y and y bar is changing. So if you combine these two, y and y bar will get cancelled. So the combined variable will be vw bar. So vw bar in with respect to zeros and 1 can be represented as 1 0 dash dash dash. So this is how we represent it.